The really interesting trend, I think, in recent years is the number of much lower income countries that are starting to fall below that replacement level. You can see on the chart India, they're not a rich country at all. India had a fertility rate of about 3.5 at the turn of the century. It had a fertility rate of 60 years ago. It's now sub replacement rate. It's true of most of South America. It's true of a large part of the rest of the world. And really, the only countries with above replacement fertility rates now are in Central Asia. There's a big sweep of countries there, and in sub-Saharan Africa, where you still get some very high fertility rates. But it's an increasingly small group of countries that are actually above that 2.1 level.
There might be this idea that what's happened to fertility rates reflects what we've seen among more educated and richer women. But actually, this is a much more broad-based trend, isn't it?
Historically, if you go back further and further, the norm was always that rich women had more children than poor women. You could afford the resources to have more children, so you did. Poor women couldn't, and so they didn't. That changed in the 20th century, and you saw poorer and less educated women having more children than highly educated and richer women. That has now changed significantly, and you've seen a convergence across income levels, the sort of balancing out. You look at the US, for example, more than half of the decline in fertility in the US since 1990 has been down to mothers under 19 having fewer children. This is obviously something that, is a sort of social and political goal. It's not something that people didn't want to happen. You've seen that balancing out. And actually now rich and highly educated women in the US have slightly more children than some of the lower income groups.
I find that stat absolutely astounding. I have to say that in the US, half of the fertility decline is essentially the loss of teen pregnancies, because it runs up so much against the kind of stereotypical explanation that people have in their mind that this is about career women not having children.